to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Blessings to everybody on this amazing Father's Day. Man, I want to address my actions on Zone Radio last night, man. You know, mainly because I was in the wrong space. I was in the wrong energy, you know, and I hate that my kids and other people got to see me be on that side. I was a little nice. I was a little excited. You know, I definitely spoke on some things that I definitely shouldn't have spoke on. You know what I'm saying? Although I might feel a certain way about a certain person and different things like that, as a G, I'm man enough to say that, you know, I did that on the wrong platform and I wasn't supposed to do that like that, because I wouldn't respect somebody else if they did that like that. You understand? But anyways, happy Father's Day to everybody out.
That was Swizz Beatz apologizing for his comments on Drake, but note in there he said, even though I may feel a certain way about some people, as a G, as an OG, I shouldn't be on a platform talking like that. That's not the right energy, and you're right, Swizz. And I'm glad you gave yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Myself.
I don't even understand the whole thing, to be honest.
Well, so Swizz was on IG Live with Busta. You know, Swizz jumps on their Zone Radio. They on there talking. They start talking about the Busta Drake record that leaked. And here's the audio from that.
I wasn't planning on using anything. The fact that you couldn't put out something that somebody came to you, listen, man, it's about Busta Rhymes tonight.
He didn't come to me to make a record with me. He wanted to do Dilla Beats. That's what it was about.
That kid is a good kid as well. He's not a bad kid. He's a good kid. He started from different things. We made hit record together. It's all love. I don't want no problems with anything. I just want to play music because my filter is burnt.
And so is mine. That's all. I just want to give you the fullness on the understanding.
But at the end of the day, for real. What's up? Pop off. Let's go.
Whoa.
That's why you get
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Yo, you can't in a Swizz. You cannot get this comfortable on these IG lives, my guy. You cannot.
He was like so kumbaya.
You on this Zone. Listen, you on this Zone Radio all the time. Every night you on the IG Live. Now you on there with your brother Busta. Y'all talking greasy and you done forgot. And then, even after Busta was like, nah, this ain't what actually happened was, Swizz was like, you know what, F that, my filter's burnt, pop off.
You want smoke? I smoke.
But can anyone still explain what it was, though? Why the Drake Swizz thing even existed? I don't get it.
Well, because Swizzy was commenting on the Busta Drake song that I guess, you know, look, behind the scenes, Busta has a phenomenal album. I don't know where this Drake Busta, if it's a part of the album or not, but according to Busta, it was a part of some Dilla Beats thing that Drake wanted to work on. The song leaked. And I think Swizz has clearly got some pent-up frustrations that are a part of something I don't quite know about and understand, but he wanted to pop off, so he popped off, and then he gave himself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
For popping off.
On the flip side, you can find that Drake. It's cool that there's a Drake Busta Dilla record out there.
Have you heard it? I haven't heard it.
Yeah, I heard it. It's the whole thing's up on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's play. I want to hear it. I ain't even heard it. Cash, you got it?
I got it, but it's not clean.
Oh, well, let's get that cleaned up for the
let's clean
people.
it up.
We got to do that for the culture.
I mean, it's older Drake. He sounds like 2013 Drake, but it's tight.
I love it. So what, man? We got there's some new Busta, some new Drake. We ain't heard it. It's new.
Exactly.
On the flip side, they didn't accept Swizz's apology, so there's that part.
Like you thought they would.
How do we know that, Cass?
Oh, because Chubbs, Drake's guy, posted a IG response to that, basically saying, "We don't need no apology. It's clear you don't like us, so act that same way when you see us."
Okay.
Well,
keep that same energy.
I don't think Swizz was apologizing to them, though. I think he was just apologizing to the people for he doesn't want to come off that way.
Well, and his kids, and he was like, that's just not a way I should be acting in public like that.
Right. And Swizz is a chill dude. Yeah.
Oh, we got to stay down, the Drake Buster. We're going to play that.
There we go.
Laura, what's on your list today?
So everybody over the weekend, specifically on Friday, they were celebrating Juneteenth, the day of being educated. So many people have never really learned what Juneteenth was all about. So in different platforms, we saw Facebook put out, the fists and the artwork. So everybody wanted to join in the celebration. But we knew this was going to happen. So Snapchat decides to create a filter.
Wait, what?
Celebrating Juneteenth. But the problem is when you get on it, it's a picture of you, right, in front of a Pan-African flag, and there's chains all over it.
Chain, okay.
So in order for you to break the chains, you have to smile.
Oh, hell nah.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh, hell nah. Ain't nothing sweet out here, Snapchat. Ain't nobody smiling for you.
People were so bad.
Oh, we got to act a certain way for the chains to break?
Right. And then you gotta smile?
So if you don't smile, you're still all chained up.
Yes.
So I got a Sambo for the chains to break? That's what y'all saying?
So
How does that go through meetings though? Like when someone goes, "Hey, I'm thinking we use chains." Why doesn't someone just go, "Nah, let's come up with something else"?
They ain't got no black people in the meeting.
Boom.
There you go.
Boom. That's it.
There's no black executives at these companies.
Has to be.
Has to be that. Nobody to tell them no.
Either that or the black executives they have are too caught up in trying to get metrics and too caught up in trying to make things, pop off so they can prove their jobs that they let something slide.
Right. Or they're figureheads. Or they're figureheads and they don't take their opinion seriously.
They got the vanity job.
Yeah.
Rosenberg, what's on your list?
Listen, guys, I was very dialed in to the. I normally I don't watch the Trump press conferences. I'm checked out day to day on what Trump does.
I was very surprised by you on Twitter, by the way.
Okay. Well, I was very into Saturday night because that rally was something he hyped up.
Okay.
It was the kickoff of his campaign.
Okay.
This was not a regular press conference.
I did not understand any of this.
This was, to me, him setting the tone for his campaign because he said it was the first night of his campaign. And first of all, I want to give a congratulations to the side that I don't normally congratulate, CNN and MSNBC, who spent 2 hours on each channel building up, leading up to the rally, destroying it and showing how empty it was. And then when it came time for the rally to start, cut away from it and didn't show it. I think that is completely playing into the roles that they now play as the anti-Trump network. I think it was newsworthy, and you have to see that the fact that man is our president, you cannot look away from it. It was his real start to his campaign, and he got up there and he referred to the coronavirus as Kung Flu.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
He actually said on stage, we need to stop testing because the more we test, the more results we get.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's the point of testing.
He actually referred to bad hombres again.
What? He brought it back. Remix.
Bad hombres here.
He brought up the bad hombres. He did every crazy thing that you thought was impossible. He did. And then he spent a lot of time, and I mean a lot of time, defending his walking down a ramp and his attempt to drink water. Let's listen in
This
to
the drink water clip.
This is the President of the United States defending the fact that he can drink water.
It wasn't only the ramp. Did you have water? I said, yeah. I was speaking for a long time. I didn't want to drink it, but I wanted to wet my lips a little bit. You're working hard up there with the sun pouring down on you. So what happens is I said, what does it have to do with water? They said, you couldn't lift your hand up to your mouth with water. I said, I just saluted 600 times. And this was before I saluted. So what's the problem? She said, well, I know what you did. You had on a very good red tie. That's sort of expensive. It's silk because they look better.
Made in China, by the way.
To them. And I don't want to get water on the tie. And I don't want to drink much. So I lift it up and I look down on my tie because I've done it. So I put it up to my lip and then I say, because I don't want it just in case. And they gave me another disease.
What?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And
then part, I gave you a disease.
And they gave me a disease. And then he takes a sip of the water. and the crowd cheered like it was 1988 and Hulk Hogan had just walked in the arena.
That's their guy right there.
I mean, they
he
cheered
held the
for-
finger up like Hogan.
He showed them that he could drink water.
I mean, he makes a good point. It was a ridiculous little situation, but it was funny.
No. He doesn't make a good point. You're trying to tell me that weird nonsense where he used his left hand was to block his tie?
Well, no, I'm just saying, if he's saying that I could salute, I can lift my hand up and drink water.
Different.
I don't know.
I mean, listen.
And by the way, I don't know which arm he's saluting with, because, you know, it is very strokish to not be able to have your motor skills or limitations with movements of your arms. And they say that Trump had a stroke. Had to remember that night he got rushed to the hospital. So
And
if you
so
know
he-
anybody that suffered from a stroke, you know that there's certain, and it could be the smallest little movement. It might be like their pinky finger doesn't work as good anymore, or it could be the smallest little detail.
So you're saying, is in denial then, and is
Possibly.
just and lying about it.
Possible. Are you saying that Trump's can't and he wouldn't lie?
I mean,
Congratulations, you played yourself.